So I did a video the other day talking about how a federal judge has said, wait a minute, we're going to pause the deadline for this buyout option that um, Donald Trump has set out to everybody through the Office of Personnel Management. And said we need to look to see if this is even legal because there's funding issues, etc. Is it even going to happen? Well, I posted that over on my YouTube page, and I had somebody comment over there, and this is typical misinformed Trumper bullshit. Says, well, we've been paying these people to sit at home and do nothing for 4 years. It's time for accountability. They should all be fired. You know, the typical bullshit. And they actually believe this. They believe that if you take it work from home, you just sit at home, do whatever you want to do for your shift. You get paid to be there, and you don't have to produce anything. You don't actually have to do your job, and it's free money. Well, that's not how that works. There's oversight. There are programs that they track your your typing. They check where you're using the computer at, your activity. They check, are you even moving the mouse often enough? There's tracking for all of that. Beyond that, if you are doing something that requires work, for example, on the computer, for example, you have deadlines you have to meet. If you are not filing the stuff you need to do promptly, there are consequences. It's not a gravy train. And you don't have the distractions of normal in office distractions. You don't have the conversations you get pulled into because a coworker walks by. And even if they're 30 seconds to a minute, that's still a distraction. You got to get back to what you were doing, etc. But I think part of it is these people that are so hardcore against remote work. I think it's in part because they're jealous. Their job probably isn't one that you can do from home. I've worked multiple jobs. None of them have been anything I could do from home. Um, and that's just the way it is. But I think part of it's jealousy. Part of it is understanding they don't understand how it works because how could you get any work done at home? And they believe the lies being spread by, billionaires like Elon Musk, Donald Trump, but just billionaire company owners who try to claim that, no, not enough work is getting done. If work wasn't getting accomplished doing work from home, they would have already stopped it. If it wasn't profitable, they would have stopped it. But it clearly is profitable, especially in the private sector, because now you're not paying for a lot of rent for big office spaces, things like that. You can use smaller buildings. And that's part of what this is all about getting people back in to rent out those office spaces. And Donald Trump thinks that way because he was a real estate guy. But his supporters don't understand.